My experience at ACCF was unlike anything I've ever done in my life. Yat, his wife Dao, and his children were the most amazing hosts. They were so welcoming, they were always smiling, always friendly, and they just made us feel like we were at home. And I happened to be there at the same time as some amazing volunteers. I will say that my experience with the children at the school was a little bit difficult for me. On the first day that I arrived at the school, the younger kids just stared and they were very wary and they basically kept their distance from me. On the second day, the children could come up and pick a volunteer to help their section of the class, and I did not get picked. It was like waiting to get picked for a team in school and then being left to join whichever team you wanted, but none of the teams wanted you. And I never experienced that in school, but I got to experience it as an adult. When I spoke to my host Yat about it, he told me that I was one of the only people with darker skin tone who had ever volunteered at the school, which of course left the students wary and hurt my feelings. But I've dealt with this before. I lived in South Korea for 8.5 years, and when students meet somebody with darker skin tone for the first time, they don't know what to do. As much as it bruised my ego, I'm not going to hold that against children because most of the time it's simply a lack of exposure. And Cambodia does have colorism issues. Everybody wants to be lighter. The older children, however, didn't react that way because they have a broader worldview. But I was not about to let a little bruised ego stop me from making the mark that I knew that I was going to make.